Hey, Shalom. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Honestly, brothers, will be pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. It's gonna be really quick video, and I mean really quick this time. Um, Pretty much updating on what's happening out there with the thing with Russia and America and the US, and they're sort of dragging their heels with it. All right, but hey, the scripture also says, man, though it tarry, wait for it. All right, because when this France thing came, came. It's almost like it's been gone, but really that was like a month ago, man. All right, because that's the times we're in right now. We're in the times where things is actually moving fast, but because things are moving so fast, you're almost expecting the thing to happen like next week, man. Back in the day when stuff like this used to happen, man, it'll take maybe 2 3 months before the next big thing happens, man. But now you sort of wait like 2 weeks and you're like, God damn, man, it's been a long time. All right, and that's because it was going to be like a woman in travail. Like when the birth pain comes, they get closer and closer and closer. All right, but really in our mind, it's like, yo, man, what's going on? So, and that's the times we're living in. That we're living in the times where this system is going to be going down. It's going down like a woman in travail, man. A woman that's pregnant, is about to give birth, and then labor pains is coming in, man. All right, it's tarrying, but hey, sure enough, the baby gonna pop out. All right, and that baby really is indicative of a new world, man. All right, so that pain's gonna go down, and these missiles are gonna hit, and out of that, you're gonna have a new world set up, and I don't mean the so-called new world order. Right, I'm talking about the new world order, if you know what I'm talking about, which is gonna be established as the scripture prescribes in the book of Daniel, the second chapter, on the 44th verse, and scriptures are like, man. Right, going to show you that the Most High is going to set up a kingdom which will never be destroyed. And he ain't going to be giving it into these other people, man. These nations are going to be battling out right up until the point when Yahushua comes in these chariots and they're going to battle against Yahushua. All right, it ain't gonna last beyond that, man. This kingdom's gonna be destroyed. All right, and you can see this culminating now. Really, this statement here for you people out there that are into this society, that statement alone should scare you, man. Look, nukes ain't no they ain't no bullets, man. All right, when you got countries firing off nukes, pretty much you haven't had it to where nukes get fired off like that, man. I mean, you might have done, all right. I don't really know the history like that, right, of wars and so on and so forth. But no, nuclear war has taken place. So if they're gonna use nuclear warheads against ISIS, guess what ISIS is gonna have to do? Which ISIS really is America. They're gonna have to use nuclear wars. And that's just straight up world war, man. Hey, I put it in this. I put it in a term that people will understand, right? Iran ain't got these nuclear weapons, right? And you got it to where the U.S. had to go in there and set up certain things so that they obtain these nuclear weapons, man. Otherwise, they'll become too much of a threat. So this statement, by extrapolation of the statement I've made prior to this, right? For the people that are in the so-called world and they're living their lives and that, man, all right, that statement should scare you because that is the end of your. This is the beginning, like that old Mobb Deep song, man. This is the beginning of your ending, man. All right, this is the starting of your ending, man. All right, and really, man, the bear is really dragging his heels and all of that. But that's why the scripture says that's why the scripture says I will put hooks in that jaw. So the Most High is gonna have to forcibly drag him in. Part of those hooks was what happened when they downed that jet. All right, and they're sort of dragging their heels with it. But hey, man, it's also plausible deniability. All right, it also goes into plausible deniability, so they can say because the Russians know that the Americans, were pretty much part of it. Really was the Turks, but the Turks through the Americans through the Turks. All right, so the Americans can deny it, but the Russians know, so they're just gonna not do nothing for now. All right, but they put stringent things in place. For instance, bringing out all of this dirt with Turkey and that illegal oil trade that's happening out there. All right, and bringing out all of that information that they've been bringing out, of which I ain't really gone into. I haven't really dwelled on that, but I've certainly seen headlines talking about the Russian, the Russians pretty much bringing out all of the information against that illegal um, oil trade that you got out there in Turkey, from ISIS to Turkey. So what do you think them ISIS niggas have been set up for, man? All right, really they've been set up. If you look at it from a monetary purpose, because they really, them ISIS niggas, they were set up to get this this war rolling, right? But if you look at it from a monetary perspective, one could assume that them ISIS motherfuckers, they were set up so that they could take the oil from Assad, because Assad really was dealing with Vladimir, man. All right, and that's why the so-called Russian president Vladimir Putin was kind of back in the what do you call it? He's kind of really he's backing Assad, all right, because that oil was supposed to go to him, right? But they're trying to throw down the Assad regime, all right, and in so doing they thought, hey, oh, hold on a minute, there's some oil here, let's take that oil and take it down to Turkey, man, all right, which take Turkey's part of NATO. So that's just me theorizing, but at the end of the day, this statement is it will be an understatement. Understatement is really, this statement is an understatement. All right, it says hopefully no nukes will be used against ISIS, and that's Putin saying that, man. All right, so that's really more. We're stepping out of the realms of propaganda now, right? We're getting into the realms of war. We're getting into the realms of rumors of war. All right, and actual rumors, not proxy war here and proxy war there. When a president of the U.S., president of the so-called Soviet Union, all right, the old Soviet Union, that's being really mustered up again together right now. The president of Russia, all right, the biggest military threat to America, starts talking nukes. That's a big deal, man. All right, it says Vladimir has praised the Russian cruise missile fired against terrorists in Syria from the sea, and he expressed that the hope the weapons will not have to be armed with nuclear warheads, man. All right. Meeting in the Kremlin, Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu, I suppose, all right, who reported the latest results of anti-Islamic State ops in Syria. The Russian president made notable remarks. Okay, so hopefully no nukes is gonna be used. So what does that mean, man? Man, they getting they making moves to where they're considering it, so to speak, man. They're considering that shit. All right, so pretty much with that real easy video, real quick, just to update you what's happening out there. Hopefully that was of edification, and hopefully you brothers are seeing this thing go down. So hang in there, man. Stay strong, man. All right, shalom.